The guy pointed his phone at me and said, "This is too good not to record." I was shaking, sweating, humiliated, and I thought this was the worst moment of my life. I had no idea what was about to happen next. Let me back up. I'd been going to this gym for 3 weeks. 3 weeks of waking up at 5 a.m., forcing myself through the doors, trying to ignore the stares. I was the biggest guy there. By a lot. And I felt it every single second. But I had a reason to be there. A reason that woke me up every morning, even when my body screamed to stay in bed. My dad. His doctor said his condition was getting worse. Diabetes, heart problems, the kind of things that happen when you give up on yourself. And my dad had given up. "It's too late for me," he'd said last month, sitting in his hospital bed. "I'm too old. Too far gone." I looked at him. This man who'd raised me, who'd taught me everything, and I made a decision. If he thought it was too late for him, I'd prove it wasn't too late for me. I'd lose the weight. Get healthy. Show him change was possible. So, every morning, I showed up. Even when I didn't know what I was doing. Even when I felt completely out of place. That afternoon, I was attempting a bench press. The bar felt heavier than usual. My grip was slipping, and then it happened. The bar slipped completely. It crashed to the floor with a sound that echoed through the entire gym. Everyone stopped and looked. My face burned. I could feel the judgment radiating from every direction. Then I heard it. A laugh. Sharp and loud. "Bro, you sure that thing can handle you?" More laughter followed. Primera looked up. Across the room stood this guy, fit, muscular. The kind of person who looked like they were born in a gym. He was smiling like he'd just witnessed the funniest thing he'd ever seen. Man came to the gym to scare the weights. A-side people were actually laughing. Some looked away uncomfortable, but nobody said anything. Nobody stood up for me. I reached for my towel with shaking hands. I just wanted to disappear. That's when he pulled out his phone. "This is too good not to record." My stomach dropped. "Please," I said, my voice barely audible. "Don't," he laughed. "Relax. It's just a joke." The camera turned on, pointed at me, recording my humiliation for whatever audience he planned to share it with. Then a voice cut through the tension. Calm but firm. Put the phone away. A trainer I'd seen around but never talked to stood behind the guy. Tall, serious, not smiling. "Come with me," the trainer said to him. Now, I didn't wait to see what happened. I walked straight to the locker room, my chest so tight I could barely breathe. I sat down and pulled out the small notebook I kept in my bag. Week 3. Don't quit. That's what I'd written on the first page. My phone buzzed. A message from my mom. "Doctor says your dad's condition is worse. Are you taking care of yourself?" I stared at the screen. "I'm fine. At the gym? I'll call later." But I wasn't fine. I looked at myself in the mirror and felt like the biggest failure in the world. I walked back out onto the gym floor, trying to gather my things quietly. But the fit guy wasn't done with me. Ewald still smiling. "Oh, hey. Didn't mean to scare you." I tried to walk around him. He blocked my path. "You new here?" "I've been coming a few weeks," I said quietly. He laughed. "Really? Could have fooled me." People nearby were pretending not to listen, but I could feel their attention. "You tracking calories?" he asked. "Or just hoping for the best?" I gripped my water bottle harder. "I'm just trying to work out." "Work out what?" "Your patience." Someone actually laughed at that. I turned to leave. He followed. "Hey, don't quit. That's kind of your thing, right?" I stopped. Turned around. "Why are you doing this?" He shrugged. "Because it's funny." The phone lifted again, recording. "Stop," I said. "Please." "Freedom of speech," he replied, smirking. My breathing was getting faster. My eyes were burning. Someone whispered, "He's gonna cry." That was it. I couldn't take any more. I turned and headed for the exit. Behind me, I heard him shout, "Don't go! You were just getting warmed up. I pushed the door open, but it stopped. Someone was holding it. The trainer stood there. He looked at me with genuine concern. You okay? I tried to answer. Nothing came out. He nodded like he understood, then turned to the fit guy. Phone now. It was a joke. The fit guy protested. Come here, the trainer said. Not a request. A command. At the front desk, the trainer looked directly at me. Marcus, he said. I blinked. How do you know my name? He studied my face for a long moment. I remember you. I frowned, confused. 3 years ago, he continued. Car accident, rainstorm, highway outside town. My heart stopped. I was in that car, he said, trapped in the driver's seat. Couldn't move. The car was smoking. Everyone else just watched from the road. My eyes widened as the memory flooded back. You climbed down the embankment, he said. You pulled me out before the fire started. I just helped, I said softly. You saved my life, he said. I became a trainer because of that day. Decided if someone could care that much about a stranger, I could do the same. The room had gone completely silent. The fit guy shifted uncomfortably. So what? That means he's special. It means you crossed a line, the trainer said calmly. He turned to the receptionist. Canceled his membership. The fit guy's face went white. Over a joke, the receptionist pulled up his account. This isn't your first warning. She showed him the screen. Complaints? Dates? Multiple incidents? Delete the video, the trainer said. The fit guy hesitated, then deleted it. The backup too. Another delete. Grab your things. You're done. Here. The fit guy looked at me one last time. He's still fat, he muttered. I spoke calmly, surprised by my own voice. And you're still cruel. He had nothing to say to that. He just left. After a moment of silence, someone spoke up. I'm sorry that happened to you, man. Others nodded in agreement. Need a spot later? Another guy asked. I smiled. Yeah, thanks. The trainer walked with me back to the weights. Why are you really here? He asked. My dad's sick, I said. Diabetes, heart problems. He thinks it's too late to change. That he's too far gone. I paused. So I'm proving it's not. That change is possible at any age, any weight, any starting point. The trainer nodded slowly. That's a good reason. We trained together that day. Slow, steady, proper form. You're doing good, he said. Really good. Later, when I was leaving, my phone buzzed. Another message from my mom. Your dad asked if you want to walk with him tomorrow morning. I stared at that message for a long time. Then I smiled and typed back. Tomorrow, I'll be there. I looked up at the trainer. I think something changed today. He smiled. Yeah, it did. I left the gym that day walking taller than when I came in. Not because of the weight I lifted, but because someone remembered. Because kindness I'd shown 3 years ago had come back when I needed it most. Because karma doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just shows up, right when you need it most. And sometimes the person you save ends up saving you right back. If this story reminded you that your kindness matters, even when you don't see the results right away, share it. If you've ever been judged at the gym or anywhere else for trying to better yourself, drop a comment. You're not alone, and your journey matters. Subscribe to Stories of Kindness for more true stories about real people, real struggles, and the unexpected moments when humanity shows up exactly when we need it.